My name is Tai Saint-Louis. I'm a journalist. I have a passion for supporting the business side of entertainment, because I don't think that we talk enough about the fact that this is actually a job. And I know almost everybody in here has a parent, an auntie, a cousin, an ex-girlfriend that's waiting for you to abandon your dream. And it's not a dream, it's actually your career. So I'm very excited to be leading this conversation with these people who can tell you how to actually turn this into a successful career. So I'm going to go ahead and let our panelists introduce themselves. And we'll start with Doug, since he, is the one that orchestrated this whole thing for us.
Hey everybody, Doug Simpson, 1/4 of the Colliweedz, CEO of Ironhorse Music Group. We're actually based out of, we were based out of New York. We do a lot of publishing for film and television, for things like MTV, BET. We've done things for Fast 5, Fast 6, Despicable Me 2, those types of movies and so forth. So that's pretty much the basis of what we do. And thanks for having me.
What's up, fam?
What's up?
I'm 1/4 for the Colliweedz, all right? And these are my brothers right here. And the same thing, man, the bulk of the stuff that we've done is for television and film. And I'll get into it later on. It's not really sexy, but the money's really, really good. And at the end of the day, we try to get paid, right?
Right.
That's what's up, y'all.
I'm Smitti Boi, producer. I produced for, most recently, Nick Grant. I did Drug Local Tour. CeeLo Green, Currency, Scotty ATL, a whole bunch of people. So, hopefully that'll give y'all some perspective as up-and-coming producers, man, on how to, possibly make some money and other ways to, try to get that bag. So.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name's Kareem Knight. I am three-fourths out of Colliweedz production team. Me and Doug also run Ironhorse Music Group. And everything he said is pretty much what I do and Colin, so it don't make sense to say that 3 times.
Can I take this off? I feel like I'm on a contestant in a pageant or something.
Go ahead. Say something. Say something.
I just feel like I'm in a pageant or something. Anyway, first of all, I want to say, big up to everybody in this room. I've been here, last time I did a panel here, I only came from my panel and bounced because I had some stuff to do. But I've been here for the past few days. I have an artist, and it's so inspiring to see everybody on their grind and hustle for their dream. I'm an OG for real. I've been in this game for over 20 years. I just look good, No work done, honey. No. So, I just want to say big up to all of you. My name is Gina Barboza. Originally from Massachusetts, if you can't tell, not Boston, but a little small town called Fall River, if anybody knows what that is. I've been in the A for 22 years, so I say I'm a peach now. I am the CEO of Balance and Acts Entertainment, and basically I am a filmmaker, I'm a writer, I'm a director, I'm a producer, and I'm a talent management. I worked at Turner Broadcasting for 17 years and used to license all the music, so a lot of times I dealt with these guys. These are my brothers, really, really, really about their business, professional, talented, and that's something you really want to aspire to be as well. You got to have that combo. But I used to pay those fat checks that you all want to get for TNT and TBS to license the music on there. And then prior to that, back in the heyday, I worked at Death Row Records. So I came up under Suge, Tutledge, and so I learned from working with Dre and Snoop, the game as far as really being organic, even though there was a lot of craziness going on, there was still a lot of great hustling going on there. So excited to talk to y'all. See, I say y'all now.
Reluctant peach like me. So Doug, the panel is from plan A to point B. How important do you think it is for an artist to have a plan that specifically is about monetizing their music, for an artist or for a producer?
Well, I think in this climate, in this market, with everything that has changed over the past, we've been doing music for a long time. And we've been very blessed and fortunate to kind of see those changes. So we've had 1 foot in the past and then 1 foot in the future, and getting to see what's happening. Having a plan now is much more important more than ever. And because of this, there's so many ways that you can make money now. The thing is, a lot of it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of elbow grease to do it. But if you do it and you come up with the actual strategy, I know, well, by show of hands, how many artists in here? Producers? All right, songwriters? All right, well, yeah, all right, cool. All right, so let me ask you this, another question. How many of you guys are registered with a PRO, Performing Rights Organization? Every hand should be up, okay? So that's the first thing. So that's part of your plan. Take care of your back end. Take care of in-house, okay? Get everything squared away before you're able to do business with any of us, and any of you, the people sitting right next to you. Take care of your back end. Make sure that your inventory is right. Those types of things before you go out into the market. To say something to someone like us or yourselves and say, hey, I got that flame, I got that, that's me. And then I'm like, okay, let me hear it. And I like it. Cool, let's work. The work goes so fast, we don't have time to wait for you to get it together. You understand? And you should be the same with us. It should be, hey, I've got this. Hey, Doug, I've got this. Here it is. Okay, let's do something with it. Great. I shouldn't have to ask you that, you know? So that's part of the planning process. Making sure that your in-house, your shop is together. Make sure your shop is together. Once you've done that, then you can kind of move on and start talking about different strategies of streaming, monetizing through merch, partnerships, things of that nature. But I mean, I'll go into that a little bit later, but okay.
For the producers, what was that plan like for you? Like at what point, because like you said, you started kind of early in the game, things have changed a lot. So at what point, what did the plan look like initially for you? And then at what point did you realize it was time to flip it?
Well, for me, when I first started, I was giving away beats for free. Because at the end of the day, you have to build a resume to get money. So, you know, a lot of people they're against free beats. I gave away free beats to everybody. Sometimes I still do. But I got to get something in return. And usually it could be, or it's going to be publishing. It might not be an upfront check. Because publishing is the most important thing. That's what you're going to eat off of. And I was just talking about that yesterday. That's going to feed your kids in the future. They can eat off that for the rest of their life. Upfront money is cool. You want that. But the publishing is something you don't want to play with. But you have to build that resume to even get to that point. So there's nothing wrong with giving away some free stuff. Make sure you get something in return. It's cool. But that's pretty much how I started out. You know, and like I said, publishing it's important, man. It's how you eat. Don't give it away. I wouldn't suggest you give it away. You know, I'm kind of against pub deals depending on the situation. That's just me. You know, I'm not excited to no pub or anything like that. You know, I don't play with my publishing. So
Smitti might give it away. I ain't giving away nothing, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the first time you get jerked in this business,
it's a wrap.
that's a wrap, bro. I got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I got a house to pay for. I got a daughter in college. I ain't here to play. You know what I'm saying? But that's my motivation. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the biggest mistake that you think that artists make when it comes to publishing placements specifically?
Giving it all away.
Yeah, not
All the way.
All away. I mean, there is no situation. Okay, let me start it. Let me back up. There is no situation. There's two pies. Let's start here. There's two pies. There's a writer's and a publisher's pie, right? So all of you as writers, all of you are writers. Doesn't matter whether you're a producer, publisher, artist. Doesn't matter. You're writers. You're all writers. So that you have the rights to, right? You hold on to that right. That's yours. After that, the publishing is what you negotiate with, right? So when you hear about deals like that, buyout situations or what have you, that's what you're selling. You're publishing, right? You're giving that away. You're not earning anything after that. That's the whole purpose of I give you this, we're done, right? They make $300 million off of it. You can't go back and say, oh man, that record, I didn't expect it to do that, and I should see something off of that. No, there was a buyout.
You got to think of yourself as a business. And I don't think a lot of people realize that you are a business. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no job. I don't have no job. I ain't got no 9 to 5. This is it. So you have to realize that you are a business if you want to get paid for that. You can get paid for SoundCloud. A lot of people don't even know that. Y'all said y'all had y'all PROs. I'm pretty sure y'all probably got a writers. Y'all probably don't have a publishing. You're supposed to have 2 of them.
Get your publishing,
don't know
please.
that. So if you only got one, you get to go back and get the other one.
Yes.
You know
That's
what
that
I'm saying?
second part I was talking
That's
about.
the second part. Get
Oh,
your
you got
publishing.
sound exchange.
The sound exchange? music reports. There's so much stuff out
Yeah.
there to get them coins.
Yeah.
Audio.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So Gina, from your standpoint, as somebody who's receiving these, who's making the selection with these placements and receiving these submissions, what's the biggest mistake that you think artists make?
Number one, exactly what they just said. If your business isn't set up, you can't pay your business. It's real easy. Like a lot of people think, and I know there might be some lawyers in this room and get mad at me, but I'm from the hustle gang. Like at the end of the day, like you can get some stuff online for free. If you go to build your LLC, it's just going to ask you for a lawyer. So ask one of your friends if you could put their name as the attorney and get an LLC, because you'll get an FEIN number. And then you just want to get a checking account. And it only costs you like a couple $100, maybe $100 or $50 or whatever, instead of paying $1,500. Of course, you want to make sure your name's protected. So that's the first thing, get your business set up. Everything that they just said, have your pub in place, sound exchange, the whole nine. And then if you're going to pitch to whomever, make sure you do your homework, because I would get songs that would come to me for TNT, and everyone thinks, because they have NBA on there, that they want hip hop, and they don't always want hip hop. So you want to see like what kind of promos have they put online already or on air, what kind of music did they use, and how do you guys do that? And so make sure you do your homework on the person that you're actually pitching to. Like you should almost know as much as they do about the business that they're in, and then that way you can set it up. And you don't have to just, like, when I was a music super attorney, people could just hit me on LinkedIn. And, so it's real easy to find people. Just make sure you're doing your homework on that end.